Hello, my name is Mariana Vidales, and today I'll be discussing a topic related to the architectural, engineering, and construction industry, which is the importance of unions in large corporations. So in this presentation, we'll start off with a bit of history to understand how unions came to be and why they're so important. Then I'll highlight the many benefits unions bring and discuss some challenges they face, and then touch on some cultural, social, and economic impacts. And then finally, I'll share a real-world case study to show how unions make a difference and wrap up with some key takeaways. So what exactly are unions? So unions are the process where workers collectively organize to negotiate for fair wages, better working conditions, and job security. Now, the history of unions is deeply rooted in the Industrial Revolution of the late 18th to 19th century. This period was marked by long working hours, low wages, and unsafe working conditions, which ultimately led for workers to seek collective solutions. Now, one significant event in this history was the Haymarket Affair in 1886, which brought global attention to demand for an 8-hour workday. Also, during this time, the American Federation of Labor was formed to protect the rights of skilled workers. And a key milestone was in 1886 when the United Brotherhood of Carpenters and Joiners of America became one of the first major unions, specifically for the construction industry. Now, while the union membership peaked in the 1950s with approximately 2 million construction workers, as of today, only 12% of construction workers are part of unions. So this kind of reflects a significant decline since the 1950s. And then later on in this presentation, I'll briefly touch on why this decline has happened. Now, unions are the most effective way to ensure construction workers are protected, and the reason why are fair wages. So unions workers earn 22% more on average compared to non-union workers, and this significantly improves their quality of life and then financial stability. They're also more likely to receive employer-sponsored benefits like health insurance and pensions. Now, two safety standards. So unionized construction sites report 50% fewer safety violations, reducing accidents and injuries in the construction projects. So now, three, workforce training. Around 70% of union apprentices complete their training. This kind of ensures skilled and capable labor, and then that benefits both workers and employers. And last but not least is job security. So union members experience a 14% lower risk of job loss, providing some crucial stability for them. Now, these statistics clearly demonstrate the important role of unions that play in the construction industry. Now, let's talk about why union memberships have declined. So first is corporate resistance. It plays a big role, where companies oppose unions, they try to reduce labor costs to maintain control. In addition, legislative barriers like the right to work, it's a law passed in 27 states, which allows workers to benefit from unions without paying any dues. And this kind of weakens unions' funding and power. Finally, there's a misconception that unions are no longer necessary, as modern labor laws already provide some worker protections. So this kind of all these three reasons kind of affect the growth of unions. Now, unions in the construction industry don't just protect workers, but they also drive cultural and social change that benefit the entire workforce. So let's take a closer look at some key impacts unions have. So one, promoting diversity and social equity. So unions prioritize creating inclusive workplace, ensuring that the hiring practices are equitable and representative of diverse community. They also push for fair treatment across all demographics. Two, worker empowerment. So unions give workers the tools to voice their concerns without fear of retaliation. This empowerment ensures that issues like unsafe working conditions or unfair pay are addressed. And also by working together, workers have a greater leverage to negotiate with corporations and management. Now, 3, cultural shifts. So unions presence often signal a shift towards prioritizing safety and the well-being over profit margins. So this shows that workers' welfare is more important than money to companies. So it's more a priority than a secondary concern. Now, politically, unions have played a major role since the National Labor Relations Act of 1935, which protected workers' right to unionize. However, anti-union campaigns such as the right to work laws continue to challenge these protections. Now, economically, unions help workers. So economically, unions workers are a powerhouse. They help reduce income inequality and stabilize the workforce. Like mentioned earlier, union jobs provide stability for workers in business, reducing costs for training. And also, studies have shown that workers who are more productive when they have better training and a better morale. Now, the Seattle Tunnel project is a perfect example of union impact. So this is a 3.3 billion infrastructure project completed in 2019. And during this project, workers went on strike for 1 week in 2013 over wage and overtime disputes. And then, so what happened was unions stepped in to negotiate a fair compensation and overtime policies, preventing any further delays in this project. So positive outcomes in this project was the unions were able to introduce training, which helped reduce injuries and accidents in this project. Also, it opened up for 1,500 union jobs, which boosted the local economy. And in addition, despite all these technical challenges, the unionized labor ensured that this project was completed in time. So this project success demonstrates the value that unions bring even during challenges. Now, in conclusion, unions are important for the AAC industry because they address critical challenges such as wage disparities, safety risk, and job instabilities. Now, by providing fair treatment, economic stability, and long-term protections, unions could create a stronger community. And as Richard Trumka once said, unions don't just protect workers, they also build stronger communities and a better future for all. Thank you.